Hey guys, Jacob Alice here, and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be my last minute predictions for Nintendo 83. Keep in mind, this video is only on Nintendo 83. The reason why is because EA and I think Sega already did theirs. Microsoft is doing theirs in like 2.5 hours. So really, I couldn't do all of them if I wanted to. So really, yeah, we're gonna just gonna do Nintendo today. Uh, so now the reason why I wanted to do this video, other than the fact that everybody else is doing this and people want to hear my opinion, is that I noticed basically all of these E3 prediction videos have basically just been like bias by exception. And the thing is, like, everybody wants to see. The thing is, with Nintendo, there are so many franchises on there. You have Mario, Zelda, Pokemans. You know that. It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't actually call it that. It's Pokemon. So they have so many like popular franchises that it gets really easy for biasness to creep into people's opinions. It's very obvious. Now, I'm not saying that biasness is completely bad. I think personally it adds variety to the list. But I personally believe that it should be like stuff like this should be looked at critically, if that makes any sense. So we're just gonna go over the Nintendo franchises that like could be in E3 this year, because this year's 2018, and we'll just see. Now, before I start this, all we know about the E3 conference so far is that it's going to be 45 minutes long, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like around the east coast of the U.S. That's Eastern Standard Time, and then the West Coast is Pacific Time, which is 9. And then and we also know that the only 2 games that are like truly confirmed are Super Smash Bros. Switch and as well as Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, both of which will be brought up in the Direct and will also be playable at the E3 show floor. So really, those are 2 big franchises. Smash Brothers is a big sort of like hodgepodge of all these franchises, so it makes sense to have that there. And Pokemon is also another very popular franchise. I know the game was already revealed earlier because people don't pay attention to that date and don't post on March 31st. I still can't believe that leak was real. I hate myself. But yeah. So as for other franchises, I do want to look at other franchises. Now, I know a lot of people are saying Mario Odyssey DLC. Now, originally, I was going to say no to Odyssey DLC, but now, after looking at it, it seems sort of plausible. Not really, though. It seems kind of plausible to do a Mario Odyssey DLC since we're still getting costume updates. I guess throwing something big in there would be nice. It's 50-50 for me. And then after that, now as for other franchises, I know a lot of people want Pikmin to show up. I don't think Pikmin's showing up. I think it might show up maybe next year's E3, and then maybe released in like 2020. That's what I think. I think like a Pikmin game, where if one were to come into Switch at all, because we don't know yet. I mean, the Wii didn't get one, so like if one were to come at all, I think it would like be released sometime in 2020, and I don't think it'd be announced like now. It might, but don't get your hopes up. Now, as for 2 other franchises, going back to Pokemon and as well as taking a look at Metroid, now last E3 we got mentions that a new main series Pokemon game and Metroid Prime 4 are coming. But they really just said they're like, oh, they're coming. Hey, they're coming. So I think maybe we can get like small gameplay teasers for both, possibly both. Now, really, personally, I think both of them are coming out 2019. Although, then again, Pokemon Gen 8 is confirmed to be in 2019, which I called, by the way. I called it. You guys kept saying that it would be in 2018. No. I called it. It's 2019. 2019, okay? So, really, I bamboozled you. So, really, you should be proud of me. And a Metro Prime 4 also sounds like a good time to release it. Although they could release it in 2020. We don't know. As for another game, I think the game they could focus on the second most amount, other than Smash Brothers, is the new Yoshi game. We saw some gameplay of it in the last year. We also saw Treehouse gameplay of it. And I think that'll be another big focus. I think we're gonna get like the title for the game, and I also think we're gonna get more information and possibly more gameplay. Yeah, so I think this game could come out. I don't think it's coming out 2018. If anything, I think it's gonna come out in like early 2019. Like January, February, March, sometime like that. Maybe even April. So I think sometime like early 2019 would be great. 2018, if they're like really, if they're really lucky, it could be late 2018, like December. But I think it'd be like January or February 2019. That sounds like a good time to do it. So then after that, Animal Crossing. I don't think Animal Crossing will be in this year. I think it'd be like in the same year as Pikmin. Just like dividing like the new entries for Nintendo series would be a great way. Just how like this year's Smash Brothers and Pokemon. Next year's Pokemon and possibly Metroid, and then next one could be like Pikmin and Animal Crossing. Like I think that'd be a great way, because like they already sort of did that. Although then in 2017 had like more. In 2018 you see like, okay, we had Kirby at the start, we have a Mario sports game in the middle, and we have Smash Brothers and Pokemon at the end. Like dividing these series would be great, and then like 2021 and beyond, I don't know what they'd do, honestly. So basically, yeah, another series I think I could possibly see, but I don't really know like when they could release one, is Fire Emblem. I could see like a Fire Emblem possibly being like mid 2019 or early 2019, possibly. I know some people saying it should become late 2018. Although I was gonna say that, but looking like after time has passed, I think it'd probably release on mid 2019. That way we have like the stopgap thing, as I mentioned before. So like how the stopgap this year is Gay and Mario Tennis Aces. So yeah, I also think we're gonna get more information and gameplay of the Switch Online service. We don't really know much about it, and a lot of people are not excited, even though these games are gonna cost less than NES games on Amazon. So yeah, they're gonna be like literally like a 30th of the price, because like some games cost like $30. Like even some of the cheapest NES games cost $30. So you're getting like a 30th of the price, and more. And that's gonna get even bigger once more games start getting released. And I also think now here's the thing. This isn't technically related, but I want to bring this up because I don't really know if I'll make a video for it. I also think that Super Nintendo won't be the next console to be part of this like service. I think Game Boy will be the next, because I think the reason why they're doing NES games, because most NES games are kind of forgotten compared to their SNES games. I mean, most people just shrug off NES games. Yes, some legacies of those games will live on. Some of them are still pretty fun, but most of the fun ones are hidden gems that aren't on the service yet. So I think that's a big reason why they were adding online to those games and not, say, Super Nintendo, because Super Nintendo games are already remembered and praised. So I think they give love to the NES because it doesn't have love. And I also think that's why the Game Boy is more likely to jump in than the SNES, since the Game Boy is in a similar vote, although it is a little bit less because of the whole popularity of Link Cable and Pokemon and Link Cable and Pokemon and Link Cable. And who's that Pokemon? It's not a Diglett, it's Uncle Ben's grave. So really, I think that, yeah, I enough for that little tangent, I know. But I also think that we could also see some other games, like some other smaller games. I think what they did at the beginning of last year's E3, where they show off like a 4-minute like trailer of the multiplayer games, that was really cool. I think that was a really cool idea they made for the thing. Yeah, that was a really cool idea. I thought they did for last year. That was like one of the best parts. It was really smart and it was really well handled, I gotta say. Really, really well handled. I also think that any 3DS content will be like last year, where like they reveal it like during the treehouse. I think that was really well. I think that was actually well handled. I think that was more interesting and actually made it way more surprising since it was after the thing. But who knows? They could just pull a surprise. They could just pull a trap card out of their body and be like, "Nani?" So, yeah, that's basically it for my predictions of E3. I try to make this as unbiased as possible, except for that little NSO tangent, but that doesn't really have to do with E3. So, yeah. So really, thank you guys for watching. Remember, question day is what do you think will be at E3? Be sure to do the usual, and I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, Fortnite is never coming to Switch. That game sucks. That game sucks.